Laravel 13 versus Laravel 12. Complete detailed comparison. Laravel continues its yearly major release cycle, and with Laravel 13, the framework moves forward with modernization and important internal improvements. Now, if you're currently using Laravel 12, especially if you're actively building tutorials, APIs, authentication systems, or real-world applications, this guide will help you clearly understand everything before making a decision. In this comparison, we're going to break down what changed, what improved, what was removed, what you need to upgrade, and whether you should upgrade now. So by the end, you'll have a clear and practical understanding of the difference between Laravel 12 and Laravel 13. Now let's talk about the first important area, the release timeline and support policy. Starting with Laravel 12. Laravel 12 was released in February 2025. Like all modern Laravel versions, it comes with 18 months of bug fixes and 2 years of security fixes. Now moving to Laravel 13. Laravel 13 was released in early 2026, and it follows the exact same support structure, 18 months of bug fixes and 2 years of security updates. So what actually changed here? Honestly, nothing major. There are no surprises in the lifecycle policy. Laravel continues its annual major release structure, which means we can expect one major version every year with predictable and consistent support timelines. This consistency is actually a good thing. It helps teams plan upgrades properly without unexpected support changes. Now, let's move to one of the biggest changes in this comparison, the minimum PHP version requirement. For Laravel 12, the minimum required PHP version is PHP 8.2, but for Laravel 13, the minimum requirement has been raised to PHP 8.3, and this is very important. What does this mean? It means Laravel 13 requires PHP 8.3. If your server is still running PHP 8.2, you cannot install or upgrade to Laravel 13 until you upgrade your PHP version first. So before even thinking about upgrading Laravel, you must check your PHP environment. Now let's talk about the real-world impact. If you're using shared hosting, you may need to upgrade your hosting plan or switch providers. If you're using Docker, you'll need to update your base image to PHP 8.3. And if you're using CI/CD pipelines, you may need to update your build configuration to use PHP 8.3 as well. So this is not just a small change. This is the most important upgrade requirement in Laravel 13. Before anything else, make sure your environment supports PHP 8.3. Now let's talk about the core philosophy difference between Laravel 12 and Laravel 13. Starting with Laravel 12. Laravel 12 focused heavily on developer experience. It introduced improved starter kits, better front-end integration, real-world development enhancements, and stronger tooling support. The goal of Laravel 12 was to make development faster, smoother, and more enjoyable, especially for modern full-stack applications. Now, let's look at Laravel 13. Laravel 13 shifts the focus toward internal modernization. It adopts newer PHP 8.3 features, improves code clarity, refines performance, and cleans up Laravel's internals. So instead of adding flashy or visible features, Laravel 13 focuses on strengthening the foundation. In simple terms, Laravel 12 improved how developers work. Laravel 13 improves how the framework works internally. Laravel 13 is less about big visible features and more about clean architecture, long-term stability, and modern PHP alignment. And for serious production applications, that kind of improvement is extremely valuable. Now let's move to the new features in Laravel 13. The first one is native PHP attributes support. Laravel 13 expands support for PHP 8 attributes, which is a more modern way of defining metadata in your classes. Traditionally, inside a model, we define properties like this: protected $table equals users, protected $primary key equals ID. That's the classic way we've been doing it for years. But now with Laravel 13, you can use PHP attributes instead. For example, attribute, table, users, then your user model class. This approach moves configuration closer to modern PHP standards. So why does this matter? First, it gives you cleaner syntax. Second, it reduces boilerplate code. Third, it follows a more modern PHP style. And fourth, it improves IDE support and readability. This change aligns Laravel more closely with the modern PHP ecosystem, where attributes are becoming the standard way to define metadata. It may look small, but it represents a big step toward cleaner and future-proof code. Now let's talk about another new feature in Laravel 13, the cache.touch method. Laravel 13 introduces a new method called cache.touch. For example, cache touch user_session. So what does this method actually do? It extends the TTL, which means time to live, of an existing cache key. And the important part is this. It does that without retrieving the value and without rewriting it. In previous versions, if you wanted to refresh a cache expiration time, you typically had to get the value and store it again. That creates extra operations. But now, with cache.touch, you can simply extend the expiration time directly. So why is this useful? It's perfect for session-like data. It's useful for activity tracking, and it's great for keeping active user sessions alive without constantly rewriting cache values. This improves performance because it avoids unnecessary cache writes and reduces overhead on your caching system. It's a small feature, but in high-traffic applications, this kind of optimization really matters. Now let's move to routing improvements in Laravel 13. Laravel 13 improves how subdomain route priority is handled. In previous versions, if you defined a normal route and then defined a subdomain route group like account.example.com, in some cases, the generic route could interfere with the subdomain route matching. But now, in Laravel 13, subdomain routes are prioritized more properly. This means fewer unexpected route collisions, cleaner route resolution, and better behavior when working with dynamic subdomains. So why does this matter? If you're building SaaS platforms or multi-tenant applications, routing becomes much more predictable. Each tenant subdomain can behave independently without conflicting with your main domain routes. It's not a flashy feature, but for complex applications, this is a very important improvement. Now let's move to model boot safety improvements in Laravel 13. Laravel 13 introduces better protection during the model boot process. Specifically, it prevents certain unsafe model instantiations inside the boot method. So why is this important? Because creating or resolving models during the boot process can sometimes lead to serious issues. For example, it can cause infinite loops, it can trigger unexpected model loading behavior, and it can create very hard to debug lifecycle problems. These kinds of issues usually appear in large or complex applications, especially when you have observers, global scopes, or heavy model relationships. With Laravel 13, the framework adds safeguards to prevent these unsafe patterns. The result is improved stability and more predictable model behavior in large production systems. Now let's move to testing improvements in Laravel 13. Laravel 13 also refines the testing experience. It improves the job event payload structure, making queued job testing more consistent. It also resets internal string factories between tests. This prevents state leakage from one test to another. And overall, it improves isolation inside the testing environment. So what's the result? More predictable test behavior, fewer flaky tests, and cleaner unit and feature testing. If you're building serious applications with automated testing, these improvements make your test suite more reliable and easier to maintain. Now let's talk about dependency upgrades in Laravel 13. Laravel 13 updates several internal components, including newer versions of Symfony dependencies and other underlying packages that power the framework. Now, this may not look exciting on the surface because it's mostly internal, but it's actually very important. Why? Because upgrading core dependencies bring better performance improvements. It ensures long-term security support, and it keeps Laravel aligned with modern internal architecture standards in the PHP ecosystem. When a framework keeps its dependencies updated, it reduces technical debt and improves stability for the future. So even though you might not see a big visible feature here, this upgrade is critical for long-term maintainability. Laravel 13 is clearly focused on strengthening the foundation, not just adding new surface-level features. Now let's talk about what stayed the same in Laravel 13. Because not everything changed. Laravel 13 still keeps all the core components that you already know and use every day. Eloquent ORM is still the same, Blade templating is still the same, the queue system remains the same, the event system is unchanged, middleware structure is the same, the service container still works the same way, Artisan CLI is still powerful and familiar, and the migration structure has not changed. So there are no drastic structural changes in Laravel 13. This is very important. It means your Laravel 12 knowledge still fully applies. If you understand controllers, models, services, middleware, queues, and events in Laravel 12, you already understand Laravel 13. The upgrade is evolutionary, not revolutionary, and that makes the transition much smoother for developers. Now let's talk about breaking changes. The most significant breaking change in Laravel 13 is very clear. PHP 8.3 is required. This is the biggest upgrade requirement. If your environment is not running PHP 8.3, you cannot install or upgrade to Laravel 13. Other than that, breaking changes are minimal and mostly internal. There are no drastic structural removals, no major syntax changes, no fundamental rewrites of core components. Laravel 13 is intentionally designed to be a smooth and predictable upgrade from Laravel 12. As long as your PHP version is ready and your dependencies are compatible, the upgrade process should be straightforward. So overall, this is a safe and controlled major release, not a disruptive one. Now let's talk about performance comparison between Laravel 12 and Laravel 13. Laravel 12 was already a very fast and reliable framework, but Laravel 13 takes performance a step further with several improvements. It optimizes internal routing resolution, making route matching faster and more predictable. It improves cache handling for better efficiency. It enhances testing isolation, which helps tests run faster and more reliably, and it optimizes dependencies, reducing overhead and improving overall framework performance. So while Laravel 12 was already solid, Laravel 13 focuses on incremental performance refinements under the hood. These improvements may not be immediately visible in small projects, but in larger applications and high-traffic environments, they make a meaningful difference. Now the big question. Should you upgrade to Laravel 11? Here's the guidance. You should consider upgrading immediately if you are starting a new project. Your environment already supports PHP 8.3, and you want the latest long-term support and features. On the other hand, you might want to wait if your production server is still running PHP 8.2 and cannot be upgraded yet. Your application depends on third-party packages that are not yet compatible with Laravel 11, or if your app is stable and mission-critical and you don't want to risk breaking anything. For most developers, the recommendation is clear. Once your environment supports PHP 8.3, upgrading to Laravel 11 is the right move. It gives you access to the latest improvements, better performance, and future-proof architecture. Finally, let's wrap up with a summary of the key differences between Laravel 2 and Laravel 13. Here's a quick comparison. PHP version, Laravel 12 requires PHP 8.2, while Laravel 13 requires PHP 8.3. Attributes, Laravel 12 has limited support, whereas Laravel 13 expands PHP attribute support. Cache improvements, Laravel 12 offers basic asynchronous caching, while Laravel 13 introduces the cache.touch method. Routing, Laravel 12 routing is stable, but Laravel 13 improves subdomain route priority. Testing, Laravel 12 has strong testing support, while Laravel 13 provides more isolated and reliable test behavior. Internal modernization, moderate in Laravel 12, but advanced in Laravel 13. Breaking changes, minimal in Laravel 12, mainly PHP version, and Laravel 13. So what's the final verdict? Laravel 12 focused on developer tools and ecosystem improvements. Laravel 13, on the other hand, focuses on modernization, cleaner architecture, and long-term maintainability. That's why upgrading, when your environment supports it, is definitely worth considering. So that's the complete comparison between Laravel 12 and Laravel 13. Now you clearly understand what changed, what improved, what stayed the same, and whether upgrading makes sense for your situation. Laravel 13 is not a dramatic rewrite, it's a refinement. It strengthens the foundation, modernizes the internals, and prepares Laravel for the future. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Laravel tutorials, upgrade guides, and real-world development content. And in the comments, let me know, are you upgrading to Laravel 13 or are you staying on Laravel 12 for now? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.